How does one communicate with or whom what we believe? Do we pray? What is prayer? Is it a code system? Does it come through facts? The communication, how does one communicate? How do you feel you're connected to the conversation? For me, I keep paper around. Full disclosure, I keep paper around, and sometimes I don't have paper. But go with me for a minute. Visualize. Allow yourself to be free to just be open to what happens next. Well, for me, what happened this afternoon? All right, go with me because I haven't read this. High Council job opportunity, board member position. You've been invited. You have been hired. Hold on. Hold on. Go with me. You open the mail. You receive a letter today. The letter says, High Council, job opportunity, board member position. I have been hired. I've been invited. Present. Present? Who is this letter written to? To all of us? Are we sitting in the same room as... Oh, there's a few more things that have come in the letter, and if you'll allow, required. Oh, I knew there was something. I have an opportunity to sit in with whatever it is, whoever it is I believe in, to be able to voice. I've been invited, but it does say required. What's the first one? There are only a few. What is the first one? Judge, hate, discriminate against oneself.
Did you get the wrong one?
I don't hate myself. I don't hate myself. Why would one ask me to judge, hate, discriminate, and against myself? I open this to you. Talk to me. How does this resonate? If you're in the same room, you're now there. You're now there. You're a board member. You become one. We've become one. The letter came. You're now being asked.
Is she familiar?
Talk to me. Open up your mic. one at a time. No, it's not easy.
Hello, Julian. Hello, all. Even. Lord Vladimir, Amanda. Hello, Jacqueline.
Hello.
Hello, Brian. Hello,
Everyone else look like.
Joel.
Yes, hello.
Welcome to yourself.
Thank you. Very good. Say it again.
Welcome to yourself.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. I look fine. Yeah.
You're fine?
Oh yeah, I'm doing good. Just learning. I'm doing good.
Why not amazingly heavenly great?
I
Yeah.
am great.
Yeah.
I am great. Amazingly great. Maybe I think it's a nice word. Yeah, very good. I am perfectly great.
What's going on inside your mind? You know, today is about peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I get it from Lord Vladimir. It's peace of mind. So I'm trying to be in the right frame of mind, in peace of mind.
What's going on inside the mind? What's the mind is saying? Why isn't it quiet? Why isn't it calm?
It's not quiet. It's just my mind is in a learning
It's never calm.
mood.
Oh, so here we are here to
That means
unlearn.
Yeah,
We are here to silence and
yeah. That's why.
remove.
But you know, it's baby step. It's my first step. So I'm trying. My mind's still in a learning mode. So I'm trying to put my mind down. So it's a learning process. I'm trying to do that right now.
Yes, we accept you as is.
Thank you. And then, Lord Vladimir, thank you for the invitation. I greatly appreciate it.
yeah. The invitation.
Yes,
Brian,
thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much for the invitation.
Thanks.
even
Yes,
beautiful space in your background, even beautiful sky.
yeah, I'm at my favorite beach right now, my little personal spot.
Hmm.
Where are they?
That's all, yeah, it's all.
Beautiful.
It is a very beautiful area. Very blessed to be here.
Clean.
Yeah. Hello. Hi.
Are you too dark?
That's perfect. Yeah. Everything is great. It's a beautiful, sweltering day where I am here in Sacramento, and I'm very grateful to be part of this meeting.
Jacqueline,
Yes,
say something.
I am just listening. I'm actually grateful to be part of this meeting and getting to know everyone.
You know us already.
Sorry?
You know us already.
Yes.
Lord Vladimir. Your microphone is off.
Now, can you hear me? So I was trying to go on my laptop. I was on my phone, so I don't know if there's any background noise. Is it clear now?
Very clear.
Oh, perfect, perfect. So I'm extremely happy to see a lot of you, like always, you know, some of you, maybe it's the first time that you are in a Zoom meeting call, you know, during this time that, you know, people are calling, you know, the crisis right now. And there are so many things, you know, we could have been doing right now. Maybe chit chat with some friends on the phone, or have some business call, or watching the news, or watching a movie, you know, or catch up with some friends, you know, social distancing. There are so many things we could be doing. So why are we here? What are we going to talk about today? So like the topic of this meeting was in the email. I guess you received some kind of invitation. And if you didn't receive the topic, it is about connecting and sharing, okay? And we're gonna share beautiful things that help us, you know, and a personal experience. And also, anyhow, you know, you judge wise to share, you can share, okay? And you might not know that what you're saying, how it can impact somebody else. Maybe someone is going through some situation right now, and exactly what you say, they relate with you, right? A person relate with you more than somebody else. So if you feel like doing something, this is freedom, okay? Here, you are open to share your experience, to share with the world. And in addition to sharing wisdom and connecting, this is about healing, okay, and enlightenment. And the biggest topic is peace of mind. We're going to be talking about here. A lot of people, you know, the thinking mind, you know, how to calm the mind down, how to quiet the mind, how to really take control instead of having the mind control. Okay. So a lot of people, they're thinking about business. Okay, what's going to happen after COVID? How I'm going to like restructure my business? What's going to happen with my relationship? What's going to happen with my finances? What's going to happen with my family? Am I feeling I'm getting older right now? Okay. And they start having worries. And then that develops kind of sickness and unease. So all these topics we're going to talk about in this meeting. So everybody's welcome again to share. And the first question we're going to have, anybody, you know, can jump in and like, you know, and talk. And then we go from there. We see what the universe brings us. So what is peace of mind? And is it something very important for you personally to have peace of mind? And if you have peace of mind, share some tips with others how they can have peace of mind.
Well, I believe that having a peace of mind is just making a conscious effort to just focus and to concentrate on nothing. Just imagine that there is no past, that there is no future, that there is the moment, that we have to just accept what simply is. Because we can't change what happened in the past, and none of us can ever know what will happen in the future. But we can deliberately and consciously direct our attention to what is most important, to what would give us us and everyone around us validity.
Very good, Brian. Anybody want to add something else?
I believe that for me, my personal experience. I come from the background that, as you know, very volatile. It's business all the time. You need to be on top of things, and especially handling so many lives that I'm responsible for through my business. I think that in order for someone to understand peace of mind, we need to go back to what it used to be. And everything, I believe, it starts with the nuclear of family. Long time ago, the family had conferences to make sure the relationships that were changing all the time were having the appropriate feelings. And with the new time, we have become very busy, so therefore there's no that kind of sound.
Okay.
And I believe for me, peace of mind comes from what Brian says, is that being at the present moment, is not focusing on the problem. You need to clean on the feeling that you're having. So when you're experiencing someone that is angry, or that is having a bad day, or that you're angry at them, any kind of negative feeling, you need to clean on you, because everybody, the world is a reflection of you. And you have to kind of take responsibility for that. Because although we have been taught that we need to be responsible for only our actions and our feelings, that's not true. If you're encountering any problem, every time you encounter a problem, you are there. You're the constant there. Whether it's someone cutting you off, whether it's someone being angry, upset, whatever it is. And so how do you feel that feeling is by being present. And one of the things that I do is a mantra. And I don't do it on the other person, I do it on me. So if someone is angry, I would say to the divinity or the universe, whatever you want to call it, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Why is that? It's because that comes from the Ho'oponopono. I didn't invent it. And I believe that everything recycles around those things, because it's true. I have tested it. The moment that I started doing this mantra and believing that I'm responsible for everything I encounter out there, that changed everything. So I think that being present, peace of mind starts with you. But when you're at peace, the world is at peace. And that's the whole entire thing of how to become peaceful.
Jacqueline, is that mantra that you're saying, is that from Ho'oponopono?
Ho'oponopono, yes.
Wow. Wait, now, this is really fascinating, because we were just having a discussion a few moments ago about going through a whole program, and we have discussions back and forth about doing that. I mean, so this is beyond synchronistic here. So, I mean, if you might mind asking, are you from Hawaii originally?
No, I'm not. Actually, I encountered this mantra was about 4 years ago. Someone talked to me about Ho'oponopono, about how this guy, psychiatrist, cured an entire insane psych ward without ever meeting anybody. And I thought, this is crazy. It could not happen. That was 4 years ago. 2 years ago, I attended the Anthony Robbins seminar, and they talked about it. And I was like, I still don't get it. You know what? It's not for me. And about 6 months ago, actually 8 months ago, one of my friends that I never mentioned anything talked to me about Ho'oponopono. And that was the moment that I said, okay, really, this is drawing me into that mantra. And I started researching more and, getting into the really Enlightenment, and it changed my entire life. It changed my entire business. It changed my entire view of things. And you know what? By changing me, I changed my family. I changed people around me. I changed everything, because I understand that I'm responsible for everything and anything that comes my way.
My fiance is right now sitting in the background doing the Ho'oponopono certification program. We were just discussing it before we got on here. So
that's
Joe Vitelli is.
I actually have done it, and my family is doing it right now.
Oh, Well, you know what? This is too synchronistic. I'm signing up for it tonight. You know, so doing it.
Ignoring me all week.
Yeah.
That's right there.
Yeah.
We can't hear you, Vlad.
Everyone, if you're not speaking, if you can turn off your microphone, you know, the mute, if you can mute your microphone. If you can mute your microphone, yes, because you're getting some feedback. So, well, that's wonderful, Jackie and Brian. That's wonderful, you know, working on getting better, you know, learning different things and experiencing different things, you know, that's really good. And now how we can take those solid foundation and take them to the next level of enlightenment, of bliss, of completeness, of emptiness, of pure consciousness. Okay, we'll touch that a little bit later during that conversation. And now it's open to anyone else who wants to add something to peace of mind. You know, if you have experience, maybe you used to have, like, you know, issues before, and then you find some strategy, something you do to go above difficulties, and then you want to share, it might help somebody. Like Jackie was sharing something right now, and then Brian really, you know, ready to sign up and get it going. So great. It's open. Ivan, Jaylene, Amanda, Reverend, Rivali, Jarrell.
Yeah. It's yeah. Well, see, like uh, I struggled with addiction pretty much my whole life, and well, like this year so far has been really crazy. Um, well, January 30th, I don't know, I was going through a really hard time, and it was a Friday, and I tried overdosing, and I was brought back, and then Saturday, I mean, I left the hospital immediately, and as soon as I woke up, and I was on my way home, and I don't know, I was still getting high, and then like Sunday morning came around, and something told me, even though I've been up all night, it's like, go to church.
Evan, don't forget what you're saying. We get a little bit feedback from the microphone. I don't know if it's shaking. Yes. I would like you to repeat what you were saying.
Is this better?
It's very important. Better, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so Friday I overdosed, Saturday I left the hospital as soon as I woke up, and I kept getting high. I was very angry for still being alive, and Sunday morning came around, and I was still up from the weekend before, and something told me to go to church. So I went to my childhood church, and I ended up breaking down to one of the older ladies there that I've known, and she told me to go home and flush everything I had. And it was quite a bit of money worth of stuff. It was my first time actually being able to do that. I couldn't bring myself to flush my mushrooms just because I know they're all that. I see them as Mother Nature's healer. So I went to bed that night. Monday morning I woke up and I didn't know what to do. I flushed everything. I had nothing. I felt terrible. And all I had was the mushrooms, and I was like, well, I don't know if taking these right now in this state of mind is the best idea. I mean, I've had experience with them. I know they can help, but... And then I thought, well, I already want to die anyway, so, well, you know, what do I got to lose? So, like, I did some research into it, and, like, looked up some, like, ancient tribal frequency music, and blindfolded myself, put some headphones in, meditate them, meditated, and then it was like a 2.5 hour long thing, and I just remember keep seeing these two orbs, the white and blue, and they were hovering over me. And when I came out of that, I felt so much better. I had an appreciation for life. I still didn't clean up my act completely right away, but I could definitely tell, and with all the COVID going on, I could see that something else was going on, something deeper was going on. And I mean, like, I've always been like, I like spiritual, like, but not yeah. About 2.5 weeks ago, I was going through a really hard time, and everything in my life was turned upside down. I didn't know. I didn't have anywhere to turn to. I didn't know. I was losing hope again. And yeah, I I kept wait. I woke up at 4:16 because like I know waking up at certain times something can be telling you something. And I woke up at 4:16 one time, and I went back to bed and for a couple hours and woke up and, like, just felt like terrible. And then the next day I woke up at 4:16 again, and I knew that I needed to get up for whatever reason. So I got up. I don't remember exactly what I did, but I was like reading a lot of stuff about like setting intention and power of the mind and everything. And I like sunsets and sunrises. I was spending a lot of time outside just because my heart hurt, and pretty much I was coming off everything, and I knew that I needed to get clean to be able to do what I need to do, whatever that is. But I had this feeling. It's like this tingly sensation, and I first felt it when I was in rehab years ago. And someone explained it to me as God's wink, and it's whenever I'm thinking right, doing right, you know, right intention, right. And I've been kind of chasing that feeling. But that morning, yeah, I ended up finding out it was the full moon that night too. And I set intention, prayed, meditated a little bit, and I wanted to quit anything, drop anything that was bad for me. And I quit smoking, I quit using ever since then. And then later that day, I was down by the river by myself, and I was reading about like guardian angels and whatnot. And I was down there. I saw like some kind of graffiti or something that sparked my mind, and I was like, I don't remember what it was. It was some kind of something I said and I repeated, and then that feeling started coming over me, and I said, "Is that you?" And my whole body like flared up, and I mean, I was even feeling it earlier today. I don't know. It's all I know is whatever I feel that whatever I'm hearing is true or what I need to do. And that brings me peace of mind knowing just everything happens for a reason. Everything is what it is, and everyone's going through their own stuff, so don't ever take anything personally, because yeah. I don't know, that's all I got.
Beautiful.
I have a few questions to follow up with you, Evan, on that.
Okay.
How are you doing right now?
Yeah, I'm doing. Today has been amazing. I've been just trying to pretty much spread unconditional love, just helping out where I can. Financially, I'm doing good, so I'm kind of letting it trickle down to those around me and who need it and who need help. I am going through like a breakup right now, but it's mostly my. I mean,
All right.
I don't. I know. I just gotta let things be. Don't try and control people. Don't try and control places. Don't try and control things. So I mean, I'm good. it just sucks. Sometimes it's got to be like that, but I know it's for the best. So, and
Now I have another question for you before I let you go, because I know a lot of people want to say something here too. Why are you here in this meeting?
The microphone.
Your microphone is off.
hello.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm here. I'm just really curious, because like I realized everyone's got everyone's got a piece of the puzzle. Everyone's got something to learn, and I know that I got things that can help other people, and really, I just want to help.
Wonderful.
Help and learn.
Yeah.
Anyone wants to add something?
Can I say something about it?
Yeah.
Well, Evan, thank you for sharing, first off. Your story is very inspirational, and you have to know that. I believe, and this is my own experience, of course, that every time we get inspired, and throughout your entire story, you were telling us how you got inspired by the moon and the things that led you to stop consuming. And every time we get inspired, we get connected to the universe, to the divinity, to the higher power. And that's when we let it in. And it has to come from within inside, because we have that thing, that lid, that you open it or you close it. And when you open it, it's every time you get inspired. When you close it is when you stop the inspiration. So every time we feel sad, we feel a lower vibration, that's when we're actually closing the lid, and we cannot feel that love. Even if that love is pouring all over us, we're not letting it through. But every time we get inspired, that's the moment that we open it and we can truly feel authentic to who we are. Because every single one of us is perfect. We are born perfect. We have that special child inside of us that is loving, kind, caring, perfect. Nothing has happened to that baby, to that child. But then we start putting so many memories, so many stuff. We start stuffing up our minds with information. And that's when we're not letting that divinity connect with us. It's only through inspiration that we let it through. So if you continue getting inspired, if you continue getting that vibration, raising your vibration by just keep doing what you love, sooner you're gonna see that more time is gonna pass, and you're not gonna want to have that blockage anymore. You're gonna continue maybe getting to arts, maybe helping people, maybe share your story, something that is inspiring you, and therefore you're gonna inspire others.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Wonderful. That's amazing, Jackie. I can see when you're speaking, I can see a few people, noting that, Evan was in heaven. Evan was in heaven when you're speaking, Jackie. Welcome home, Jackie. So, anyone else want to add something?
Even
Yes.
and everyone. What Even is going through, it's not Even who's going through it. It is simply his body. The true Even is the experiencer, the witness that is aware of the problem. the addiction. Even you know that you were not born with an addiction, were you?
No.
So, how did it come to be? Well, you don't have to say, I know exactly how it came to be. You're not the only one with an addiction. Most human bodies are addicted. Most brains are addicted. You are addicted to a substance, but most human beings are addicted to thinking. You're not the only one. So you can get up and do a few push-ups because your addiction is about 5% of what's going on inside everyone, most humans. For some people right now, their inside is in turmoil. It's like a tornado, or they might look good. They might be smiling right now. They might have big titles. They might have big names, and they might have a lot of money. But if you go deeper, if you go inside of them, you'll notice that there is a huge ball of stuff that are sitting in there. It is inside the brain, it is inside the body, and those, they are making the body suffer. Most people can sleep at night. Because of overthinking. Most people means most bodies. Because we are not our bodies, we all know that. We have a body, we have a brain. The body has a brain. We have experiences, but who is experiencing the dilemma, the drama, the pain and suffering? It is the body, it's not you. Now, when we call it peace of mind, it means that now I realize that there is a problem. I'm addicted. The body is addicted. The brain is addicted because I, the real me, the presence, the witness, realize that there's a problem with the body. Now I must come and take control and bring the body here to this meeting so I can know how to deal with it. How to deal with what? Not the substance. The substance has nothing to do with it. How to deal with the mind, the brain that is overthinking. How to deal with the emotions that are stuck everywhere within my body. This is why you're here. This is why we're all here. We are here to silence the mind, oftentimes called the ego. But in my world, I call it the devil, the mind. What is the mind? If we are addicted to something, if we have bad habits, if we have things that we can't let go, it is because we have a mind. So what is the mind? We must understand what the mind is. Unless you understand what the mind is, you will never have peace of mind. What is the mind? The mind is a compilation of experiences, past experiences. Not one thought you think today is not from the past. Every one of us, I'm talking about the body. The past is what? The books, the TV, the radio, your family members, your parents, things you trained the body to do. after you develop the mind. No one came here with a mind, not one human being. So the mind, how old is the mind? Well, I am 20 years old. Oh, I am 80 years old. No, you are ageless. The real you is ageless. Notice this. Your body changes over time, but you always remain the same. It is the same being inside the one body. The body you have when you were a baby is not the same body you have now. What happened to the body that you had? You have to realize that you're not mind. Whatever's going inside your mind is not you. Whatever is going inside your body is not you. The emotions are simply derivatives of thinking, which is produced by the mind. And around the brain is the mind. It's energy built up around the head. Now your head is heavy. You don't know how to manage it because it has a mind. This is why we meditate. This is why we cleanse. This is why we pray. Some people pray. This is why we eat healthy. This is why we exercise, so we can help. Yoga, actually, so we can help bring an end to this pain and suffering. All these bad habits can go. All this addiction can go. But unless you realize there's an addiction, unless you realize that there's a problem, you won't go away. Thank you for your presence, because you are aware now. You're not the only one with a mind.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Anyone else? All right. Jillian, any comments?
Mercy. The word mercy is always.
Wonderful. Reverend Rivali.
Yeah, this is too much. I don't want to. Maybe if I say something, it could be another subject. Like I heard Fenol the Great said, addiction. It's all about. It's the body that suffer from the addiction, because what I would love to add is the body, like my body, it's like my shoes, it's like my house, it's like my truck. I have to take good care of it. If you invite me in a meeting, I have to clean my shoes, I have to clean my car, clean my dress, take care of my house, clean my house. It is the same for your body. It's yours. If you do not take good care of it, it's like my car. I don't take good care of it. Believe me, it's gonna give me trouble on the street. So it's the same way with my body, according to my experience with the addiction. When I realize my body is mine, it is the place I live, I have to take good care of it. And then that way I can use it properly. I can be comfortable and display the same way with my house. I have to, in winter time, I have to check my furnace, do everything the same way with the body. If you do not take good care of the place you live, it's your body, believe me, it's gonna give you trouble, that's gonna develop with addiction, that's gonna develop with different kind of disease, cancer, everything. You imagine it is your body, and then you put toxic stuff on it. or you you don't take good care, you don't shower, you don't take good care of it, believe me, you're gonna pay the consequence. And then it's the same with me with the addiction. When I change when I understand it's my body, I have to take good care of it. Believe me, my life changed completely. The same way with my house. I take good care of my house. Believe me, I feel happy living on it. I don't have to get allergy. I don't have to get all those crap stuff because I take good care of it the same way with my body. And thank you, Mr. Fenol the Great, for bringing those into my attention. I greatly appreciate it.
Wonderful. So, Amanda, Mary Joy.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, welcome. And you heard the subject and you heard the sharing of everyone. Would you like something to share, to add? You're welcome.
Yes, yes. Well, what Reverend Jorel Rivali said resonated with me. I must take care of my body and my home in order for me to feel good and be alive. Be alive. I resonate with that today. So thank you for sharing. And I just spread love to each one of you. Thank you for being here today and adding to this collective, this healing collective. I'm very grateful to be here.
Me too.
Perfect. Anyone else? Brian, want to share something? Or we move to the next topic? Oh, Brian, is here? Okay. So yes, everybody can hear me?
Yeah, there you are. Yes, I just unmuted. Yes, I just wanted to say that I appreciate that acknowledgement about, about caring for the body, because it's so it would be so easy with with the demands that we often place on ourselves to just make our health a minimal priority, and yet our health is everything. Our health is our wealth, and when we're operating at our best, when we're healthy, we're able to fully engage and participate in everything at the best level, and it's even easier to be present and to be focused when you're feeling good physically. It translates into feeling good mentally. And so I've made my New Year's resolution as a time to put more emphasis on my health, but I don't think I could ever hear enough about the importance of taking care of our body, because it belongs to us.
Wonderful. Let me add a few things, or let me clarify a few things. It is obvious to see that your clothes are dirty. It is obvious to see there is some dirty water in your sink. It is obvious to see there are garbages in your bins or bins, it is obvious to see that your car needs a car wash. It is obvious, you know, to feel like you have a smell under your armpit and you take a shower. It is obvious, right? These are very obvious stuff. And somebody, if you're not obvious, if you're not aware of it, somebody might tell you, hey, you should take a shower, you should brush your teeth, you know? Hey, you should, like, you know, get some hygiene. That's obvious. What is not obvious are the things you cannot see. What is not obvious is the thing that acting up on you without your consent. What is not obvious are the emotions that run in the body out of control. Yes, the body, the clothes, the house, the car, they need to be clean. You cannot wash an emotion. You cannot wash a thought. You cannot wash feeling. You cannot use hand sanitizer on emotions. So this place right now, we call Enlightenment Healing Center, it is bringing to the universe, the humanity, real solution, real healing for these things that are not very obvious. Somebody might have a beautiful car, beautiful clothes, they might take a shower, do all these things that are obvious. How do they take care of the things that are not obvious? When you're by yourself in the washroom and looking at your face in the mirror, when you're by yourself and your mind is going out of control, if you think about what happened in the past, what might happen in the future, and thinking and thinking, and most of the thinking, 90%, 95% of the thinking, they are negative. For somebody to be a positive thinker, it takes a lot of work, okay, to become positive. But negative just run wild if you let it. So you don't need to be trained to be negative, because that's why the conditioning, the programming, they are made of at the core. So you're being trained to be negative. When you're a little baby, like Fenol the Great mentioned, you didn't have a mind. You're not programmed. You didn't have all this conditioning. Now you're in your 20s, and your 30s, maybe in your 40s, maybe in your 50s. And then all this not obvious stuff that you receive during your, what you call your lifetime, is things that are acting up on you. No? Now, how do you remove all these things, like really to be the real you, the original you? You know, there is the person and there is the original you. So that person that has the addiction is not you. That desire, that craving is not you. Your name is not you. Your title is not you. Your nationality is not you. Your gender is not you. You see, the programming, the conditioning, The ego, the mind, it's not a big beast or monster with some horns and some spears with fire, dripping blood. Not like that. Okay? These are fairy tales. These are Hollywood movies. Okay? The real deal actually is very sweet. It's very, very sweet in the beginning, you know? Feelings. That's why people are addicted to feelings, to excitement, to desire, you know? That's why people are addicted to sex, to drugs, you know? The drug doesn't hurt initially. When you take it, you feel high, you know? You're walking on the clouds. But everything that goes high will go low. How do you bring balance? Healing, enlightenment, healing center. This is exactly why we are here, to bring healing, you know, to those that are facing some tough times. And they have the seed of enlightenment, of godliness, of consciousness within them. So it's up to us, to each and every one of us, to do our part, to be loving, to be compassionate, to share, to be patient, to be wise, to be at peace, to have inner peace, peace of mind. So when somebody is going through a hard time, we don't put them down. We don't go harder on them, but we help them as long as they give us opportunity to do so. If the ego is too strong, just go. If they want help, we help. Because when we help them, we're helping us. Because I am you. You are I. Who am I? Who are you? Have you ever asked yourself, who am I? Ask yourself right now, who am I? Am I my thoughts? Am I my emotions? Am I my body? Am I my name? Am I my gender? Am I my nationality? Who am I? Who are you? Welcome home. Welcome to the real you. So there are different healing methods somebody can use, or techniques somebody can use to be healed, to have peace of mind, to become emotionless, or to free yourself from the yoke, under the yoke of emotion. Okay? There are different techniques and healing you can use. But the biggest, the most powerful healing technique you can use is stillness. Because the ego is programmed to be doing. Now, the stillness is not only from doing, the stillness is still from being as well. Now, there is another form of ego, which is more which is deeper, the not obvious ego. Now you have some people who are doing meditation, who are seeking God. We're talking about God. We're talking about enlightenment. And it's ego, because they want to look spiritual to others. They want to have the head full of information so they can share. They're doing a lot of research. They have to talk about so many big names. But the reality, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do nothing. You don't. It's not a thing you have to do. You just have to use stillness. Let go. Let it be. If you're not taking actions, if you're not trying to think about this, planning in your head, having this strategy, having this or that, everything is going to work fine. Now, if you're in a situation, you have a business, you have a team, you have stuff to do, you know, you have to plan, you have a job. Yes, you can use your skill to do what you have to do. Then go back to stillness. Go back to you.
May I add something?
Yeah.
You can still be doing whatever your purpose is, whatever thing that you're doing, whatever activity that you're doing, and stillness. You move and stillness. You speak and stillness. You look. When you look and stillness. Stillness means no movement. Even though everything is going 10,000 miles an hour, your head, for example, your mind, let's call it that, even though the world is going crazy around you, even though the planet is speeding at whatever speed it's speeding, this is the planet's business. If you're smiling, smile in stillness. Give it a good smile. If you are listening, listen to my voice in stillness. Just listen to my voice. Nothing else. Do not acknowledge it. Do not label it. Do not put a title on it. Just listen to it. You will notice my voice, it goes from my mouth, through this camera, to your ears, to your body, and out of your body.
Yes. So yes, definitely. You can tap into stillness to infinity. Okay, like you're not just adding. Stillness is huge. Okay, you can be so still that you can hear silence. What other techniques that someone can use to fix, to heal themselves from the not so obvious stuff? Fenol the Great.
Illness.
Can I share a little bit more of the mantra that I spoke earlier on and how it works?
Yes, definitely, Jackie. Jackie, you get the stillness, Jackie. Jackie, they take you, eh? Good stuff. Go ahead, Jackie.
It works for me, and especially what Fenol was talking about. For me, it was a very hard time to kind of quiet my mind. And this mantra kind of talks a little bit of exactly what he's talking about, but just in a different, kind of the same destination, just a different route. And so the Ho'oponopono is based on the belief that you're the purest at zero, meaning as a white canvas. You are not your gender, just like Vlad said. You are not your religion. You are not who you think you are. You are not your thoughts, because that has been influenced by everything and everyone around you, right? So if you are zero, which is a white canvas or a white board, then that means that you are 100% responsible for everything that's going on in your life, and that's what you have to cleanse on. So we need to clean memory, that how we perceive things that they are, because the truth is not what we think it is. Everything that we see is our perception. It's not what it actually is happening, right? And it's based on everything that's happening. So if being 100% is a whiteboard, then the four mantras, which is I love you. If you come from love, you engage the entire universe, because you were created by love. All of us are, every single one of us. So that's the purest of all the emotions. Anything that you ask of the divinity or the universe, it will grant you, because that's where you're coming from. You're tapping directly to that source. So when you say, I love you, basically you're connecting to the divinity. And if you're asking, you're starting, that's when you start to plug into the universe to ask. And then you say, I'm sorry. And you're saying, I'm sorry for whatever is going on outside that is reflecting your inside, that is not you. I'm sorry that I'm allowing to project this outside, because that's not the true me. I'm a whiteboard, but I'm holding on to memories, to experiences, to pain. And that's what I'm sorry for. Please forgive me. Please forgive me in the sense that this is not who I am. I don't want to do this. Cleanse this. When you're saying, please forgive me, you are transmutating or transforming that feeling. And then you're saying, thank you. Thank you, because you're going to accept whatever you're tapping into the universe, because that's for you. Everything you came into this life as a white canvas, that's only for you. Everything that you can tap onto, that's only for you. But if you are the reflection of me, that becomes the universe. That's why we're all connected. And that's why it says, I love you. You start with that, tapping into each one of us. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. And thank you. So that's one of the things that I have. It makes you be in the present, because when someone cuts you off or they talk to you badly or whatever it is, now you're not saying it to that person, you're saying it to the universe, because that person is reflecting your inside. And that's how you can quiet your mind. That's a different type of meditation, by accepting that the present moment, whatever you see outside, is because something is going on inside. And when you take responsibility, that brings you to the present. And that's when all the magic starts, because the healing, you start realizing that if someone is sad, something is happening here that projected that. And when you start cleansing inside, and that's a cleansing mantra, and you have to keep cleansing and cleansing for the rest of your life, because we are all interconnected. And the more you cleanse, the more your life gets better, your experiences get better, you're starting to tap into the divinity, and you're starting to create inspiration. So that's something that for me, it helped me a lot, and to understand that it has healed my life. And that it has healed my life around me as well.
Somebody want to share something from what Jackie was talking about? Add something?
Elaine, say something.
Jaylene, you want to say something?
Oh, ah, I feel grateful to have tuned in. From the very beginning, I feel like I've just witnessed miracle after miracle after miracle after miracle after miracle, rippling in and around and amongst. Thank you. Thank you for just being raw and just being true and just letting it go and just being vulnerable. I say thank you.
We love you, Jaylene, very, very much. Yes, and I have to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that nothing is happening right now. All that we are doing right now is nonsense. It's illusion. You know, the outside world, you know, the conditioning, the not so obvious things, they're very sneaky, okay? They're very tricky. They put you into time. This is where if you can get this, that's a portal to be in this present moment. You can talk about the present moment, you can be aware of the present moment, but are you in the present moment fully? So I always take that example, and there are so many other examples. You believe you are in today, or today's Sunday. Let's call it a day. Yesterday is not here right now. 5 hours ago, it's not here. 5 hours later, it's not here. 1 hour ago, it's not here. 1 hour later, you'll be doing something, it's not here. 1 minute ago, not here. 1 minute later, still not here. 5 seconds ago, it's not here. 5 seconds later, still not here. 5 milliseconds ago, 5 milliseconds later. If I go very deep, infinitesimal fraction of a second, it's not here. In the future, not there. If I go in no time, if I go in the now, there is no time. There is no time to think. There is no time to be. There is no time to have emotions. There is no time to have a job. It is what it is. You're going to call it God. You're going to call it consciousness. You're going to call it enlightenment. You're going to call it whatever you want. This is where you're going to find the infinite inner peace in the now and the timelessness present moment. You can bring your attention to your hands right now. Okay, feel your hands. If you can see, like relax. For example, relax your face. All of you, become aware of your face. Bring your attention in your face, in your mouth. Can you feel your face? Relax. You can unmute your microphone. And we can go through this exercise together. Everyone, you can unmute your microphone. Relax your face, for example. Relax your eyes. Relax your mouth. Relax your teeth. Relax your head. Do you feel a bit relaxed? A little bit more relaxed? Yes? Very good. Relax your heart. Relax your mind. Okay. Bring your attention to your body. Remove the attention from thinking and from emotion. So you claim your power. Okay. So now you're going within you. Okay. You can go within your. You can go in your hands. You can go in your feet. You can go throughout your body. You can feel your whole body. You can feel your feet. Heaven, can you feel your feet?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What else can you feel?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Can you feel your heart beat? You can put your hands on your heart. You're not feeling it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Heaven, you can put your hand on your heart, on your stomach, and see if you can feel your heartbeat. Can you feel it a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Breathe through your nose, take some deep breath. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Can you feel your heart beat?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Fenol, you can continue. Okay, Ms. Fenol, the grid is not with us right now. So it's like fun. Give up.
I'm here, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so here that I have no thought. I lost everything. Hmm. Are you breathing? Who's breathing? You know that it's not you who's doing the breathing, right? The body breathes by itself. You influence the body to breathe. The heart, it beats by itself. Your kidneys, they function by themselves. Your mind, it thinks by itself. You don't think the thought. The witness has no thought. This moment has no thought. The now moment has no thought. Are you breathing? Are you aware of each breath you're taking? The body, I mean, not you. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The air, it goes through your nose, down to your nostrils, whatever they call them, to your lungs, and then to your lower abdomen, and then out. Observe that movement, observe that action. You will notice you are watching the breath. You, the real you, is watching the breath going in and out. For 13 years, Earth time, I have not taken a breath without noticing it. No thought rises without my presence. I am the awareness. So you are the awareness that is observing the thoughts. This might sound very spiritual, but to who? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Just observe what's going on. Peace of mind to you all.
Perfect. So hold that treasure. Hold that whatever it is you have found, if you have found anything. And if you didn't find anything, hold that nothingness or let it go.
See you at the next session.
The next session.
Much love, everybody.
Much love. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Say something. Anyone want to add something?
So everything is perfect then.
Perfect.
See you at the next session. Wonderful. So
Fine.
Bye-bye.
Even, Reverend, Jeline, Amanda, Jacqueline.
much love.
Much love.
Bye-bye.